Eric with you. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to speak to you today. We live in Florida, so yesterday was, believe it or not, the last day of school for kids. And so summer has started. We're into summer already, hard to believe. But summertime brings some more challenges, I think, to children. They have much more free time, of course, because they're not in school. And we're really trying to keep our kids off of the electronic devices as much as we can. We're trying to restrict them, give them some time, but again, that's under our governance, so we can keep an eye on how long they're spending on it. So if they're not on their devices, we have found that kids are not socializing as much as they were previously. At least that seems to be my perception. You know, kids are on social media, and that's how a lot of the socializing is happening these days. So when you remove their electronic devices, it kind of puts them in an interesting, a precarious position, because they don't have that socializing effect. Kids are not going out like they used to. And again, this is from what I've been reading, from what I've been observing. So kids have more time on their hands if they're not on their devices. And what we're trying to do, and I think is really worth your while with your children, I call them little treasures, is we're trying to find interesting subjects or interesting activities that our kids enjoy that they can do on their own. So they're not dependent on a device. They're not even dependent on having a friend there with them. They can find an activity that they enjoy, that they're independent with. And again, I call these little treasures. And these can be anything from reading a book, maybe some type of card game, photography, painting, writing, playing an instrument, practicing a sport, going fishing. I mean, the list can go on and on in terms of what little treasures you can find for your children. And I don't mean necessarily find, but just if you can, start giving them different activities like I just spoke of, and see if anything, you see a spark, if anything really grabs their attention, is compelling to them. And then you can develop that with them. And then they always have something. Again, I call them little treasures. And this can go throughout their life now, that they have these activities. They don't need any electronics again. They don't need a friend. They have something that they can do independently that they thoroughly enjoy. And I think that goes so far, again, as they get older, to have these type of outlets in our life. You know, no matter what's going on in their lives, high stress, again, as they get older, as they're working, or even now as a child, that they have these little outlets, these little treasures that they can do independently, that gives them peace of mind, that gives them enjoyment, that can really help develop so many different skills in terms of their creativity, their artistic abilities, their imagination, their language skills, their writing skills, musical skills. Again, the list is infinite. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention again because of the time, at summertime. We have just started with my daughter. We started painting, which she loves, so we're buying her more paint, and she's really excited about that. And this weekend we're going to start some photography. Nothing, again, it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to go out and buy a $1,000 camera or anything like that. Just start with the basics and see if there's a spark there again. And again, these can be life-changing throughout their life. I know personally, I probably have too many little treasures, but I love reading and writing. I love exercise. There are so many different areas. What else do I do? I love to go out and shoot baskets, play basketball. I love taking the dogs out for walks. I love going for bike rides. I mean, my list can go on. And I'm so thankful that I have those. It makes such a difference in my life. So I wanted to pass that along with you. Please try it over the summer. Try to find little treasures for your children that they can grow and expand and who knows where that will lead them. So I hope that helps you, gives you some ideas at least. And if you could please pass this on to other parents. I'm just trying to get as much information, as much knowledge out to other parents to help them also with their children. So if you can pass this on, if you can like the video, and I'm going to be making more and more videos such as these. I'd love to have you if you'd like to subscribe also. All right, thanks so much. Good luck with your little treasures. Bye-bye.